So I just drove 2 hours to the White Mountains today because I want to do a winter hike in the Whites, and I'm really excited about this one. I was originally planning to hike a 52 with a view list, but as I was planning this all out last night, I realized that it probably wasn't going to be much fun. I was going to do a trail that wasn't that popular, and I didn't know if it was going to be broken out. I also saw a couple river crossings, which always freak me out, especially all the ones I experienced last year. So I just went with something I'm a little more comfortable with. I'm going to hike Mount Moriah, which is a 4,000 footer. I'm going to take the Moriah trail up. There's already a few other cars at the parking lot, so there's some people out there. The trail's probably going to be broken out. I've done this peak a bunch of times, so that's something that's important to me for a solo winter hike, is just doing a hike that I feel comfortable with and not necessarily a hike that I want to do to just check something off a list, because I'll finish that list eventually. Today's hike is just for fun. It snowed a little bit in the last week. It's been a kind of a crappy winter in New Hampshire for snowfall. I've only been skiing once, so I just want to go out, hike in some snow, and just really embrace winter today. I just put my boots and gaiters on. I'm finishing my iced coffee right now, and then I can head up the trail. At Dunk's this morning, I picked up a couple donuts, so that's going to be my summit snack today. I am all packed. So when I hike, especially the higher peaks in New Hampshire, I use mountainforecast.com to get my weather, and so I have an idea of what the temps are going to be like at the summit. Today it looks like I could see temps in the single digits with the wind chill up to negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit. And honestly, after watching the Chiefs game last night where the temp felt like negative 30 degrees, I kind of got excited and wanted to kind of experience that myself. So here I am. Right now I see some blue skies, some clouds. I see the sun shining through, and by the looks of the forecast, I might even see some snow later on. So we'll see. There's probably also going to be a big difference between the weather right now at the bottom of the mountain and the weather at the top. So I'll let you know. I thought I planned so well for this hike, but I'm about halfway up near the top of Mount Surprise, and I'm hungry. So I went down to my fanny pack to get my protein bars, my trail mix that I packed last night, and I never put my fanny pack on. I can't believe it. I thought I did such a good job planning for this hike. I literally spent like an hour packing. I have 2 first aid kits, all my winter supplies, like so many layers. I'll actually put everything I brought and everything I'm wearing in the description of this video so you can check it out for yourself. But I am just so happy that I went to Dunk's and put my donuts in my backpack, because these 2 donuts are all I have, and if I didn't have them, I would probably turn back right now. We'll see if this hits the trick. It's not very nutritious, probably not very filling, but it's something. Winter hiking always makes me nervous that my water will freeze, so I started carrying these like Nalgene insulated things in my gift shop, and I took one for myself, so hopefully it'll help my water not freeze. And it looks fine now. Been hiking for almost 2 hours. This is all the 4,000 footers on it in order by how tall they are. I am doing Moriah, which is actually towards the bottom, one of the shorter ones. Doesn't mean it's easy. I keep sinking. I also packed water in this Yeti, and I know that this won't freeze. Right before this hike, I actually poured my element drink mix into this one, so I have a little watermelon element drink. Ooh, and that flavor just feels nice with this like sun on my face right now. I may only be eating donuts on this hike, but at least I can feel good with what I'm drinking, because Element just has all that good stuff that my body needs to keep me hydrated, and it doesn't have any of the crap. So it doesn't have the sugar, artificial coloring, gluten, stuff like that. When I drink it, I just know for sure that I'm hydrated, because so much science goes into that formula, the perfect combination of the sodium, potassium, and magnesium. I already feel my back sweating because I think my backpack's pretty heavy and I've just been constantly going uphill. So I know I'm losing the sodium, so it feels good to replace that. If you want a sample pack of Element and to try all the flavors that they have, you can head to drinkelement.com/Nahamsha. You'll get that free sample pack when you place an order for anything on the website. Again, drinklmnt.com/Nahamsha. And thank you, Element, for sponsoring this video. I think I feel good enough after that donut and water break to keep hiking uphill. I'll plan to have my other donut when I reach the summit, and then hopefully have a nice easy hike back down, and then I can go right into Gorham and get a real meal. So I think it's all going well. Forgot something else that's also in my car. I should have brought my snowshoes. I started this trail by seeing all the other cars in the parking lot, and the first couple of minutes of the trail it was super packed down, and I was like, I don't need snowshoes if the trail's already packed down, because it's Sunday. I'm sure a lot of people have done this hike over the weekend, but now that I'm over halfway up, I'm starting to sink with like every step I take. And I actually just passed two girls that were hiking down the mountain, and they said that they turned around about a mile from the summit because they were also sinking in with every step. So I should have known. This is just a PSA that I'm not an expert hiker. You shouldn't do something just because I do it. I'm just on this vlog sharing my experience, and hopefully you can learn from my mistakes too. I don't know if I think I'm gonna turn around. According to my watch, I have exactly 3 hours until sunset, and I've been hiking for almost 3 hours. So yeah, and I'm not even close to being halfway done with this hike. So I guess I'm turning around. This is not the first vlog I've made this winter where I've turned around. I was really gonna push it. I was gonna push it to the summit. This was gonna count towards my grid. This is gonna count towards my winter 4,000 footers. But I don't wanna mess up the trail by making post holes, because that's no fun. And I don't know, if I end this hike early, I can get the food in Gorham that I need. And then I also wanna check out a shop in Jackson, New Hampshire. It closes at 5, so I can possibly make it there. And I'll share that too, because I think that will be a little sneak peek into a future video. So for reference, this is what it's like walking on trail. For the most part, it's packed down, but every so often there might be a step where I sink down like that a little bit. I have been trying to follow the footprints of the people in front of me, and I can kind of see parts where they didn't sink in. And so chances are if I step in the same spot, I won't sink in either. So, but if you look at my pole, anything off the trail goes down like 2 feet. On the right side, get to eat my donut on the way down. You know, in the beginning of this video, when I said that there's a huge difference in weather from like where you are at the trailhead to the summit, that's also the case for trail conditions, because now that I'm back close to the bottom, no step is even coming close to sinking in the snow. And the side of the trail, when I stick my pole in, it goes through like, I don't know, maybe 8 inches and not 2 feet like it was an hour ago. So I'm gonna end my watch here. That was exactly 4 hours of hiking, 5.23 miles. So it's very true that I made 2 big mistakes today. I forgot my food and I should have brought the snowshoes that I packed. But I don't want to focus on the negatives. I want to let you guys know some positive things that happened today. I spent 4 hours outside, which doesn't usually happen this time of year. I'm usually in my gift shop all day or at home editing videos or just like cozy up on the couch watching TV. And so it was a really good outdoor time. It was sunny. I felt sunlight on my face, which I feel like hasn't happened for a while. And it actually felt like winter. Like, yes, the snow kind of prevented me from getting to the summit, but it was also really cool to just walk through. I saw 3 other people on the hike. One guy that actually caught me vlogging and I was a little embarrassed and I just let him pass. And then 2 girls who were so fun. They were the ones that also turned back and they were just so positive and giggly. And yeah, none of us made it to the top, but I don't know, we're all just excited to be out there. Yeah, now that it's only 2:50 p.m., I have plenty of time to go get food and then make that pit stop in Jackson. Also, another positive thing that I was thinking a lot about on the way down that I meant to say was that my clothing, my footwear was perfect. I was the perfect temperature for that whole hike, even though it's freezing cold outside. And despite all the snow I was walking through, my feet were so warm and dry the entire time. So the combination of my socks, my boots, my winter gaiters, it was flawless.
So Taylor?
Yes.
You have a great day.
Thanks, you too. So I'm home from the hike, back on the couch where I was last night when I was prepping for this. I actually just got off the phone with my husband and I was telling him about my hike today and this video that I filmed. And he made it a really good point that my videos normalize not putting yourself in unsafe situations. I have had quite a few videos on my channel where I've not summited, I've turned around, whether it was safety, weather, or just daylight, whatever the reason. And I feel like there's people that hike and they're just so stubborn and I don't know, just like they have to make it to the top no matter what it takes. And I'm more of the hiker that thinks like I want to make it to the top, but only if it's fun for me and safe. And so yeah, this is me normalizing, turning around and having a good time. And I was also thinking, I'm like, I brought my snowshoes with me in the car. Why didn't I take them on the hike? It was such a rookie mistake. But then I was thinking, like, I kind of am a rookie. So I have my binder here. This is where I track all of my hikes. And I have a page for 4,000 footers I've done in the winter. And I actually don't know this number, but we're gonna pull it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've only hiked 7 4,000 footers in the winter season since I started hiking. My first one was February 2017. So I maybe do 1 or 2 winter 4,000 footers a year. So I am a rookie. I'm still learning. I don't even know if the snowshoes I have are good for the type of conditions that I'm hiking in. Like, I don't know if they're made for summiting 4,000 footers or just kind of walking around the park on flat ground in snow. So I don't know. I have to do more research myself on winter hiking, and I'm sure every time I go out there, I'm improving. But this has been an interesting video, I think. Let me know if you've enjoyed it. It just feels very real and relatable to me, and I'm happy to make this content. So that's it. I'll get out and I'll hike again soon, and I'll see you then. Bye.